vacuum, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mike Woods of ESPN New York Fight Blog, a big, bald, white guy. Looking at a big, bald, white guy, Dana White. You know who that is. He's smiling. He's the ever-candid. He's controversial. He is the driven head of UFC. Oh, you're not? Whatever. You got a fight May 5th. You got a card May 5th in New Jersey. Now, UFC fans, they want fights in New York. Why are you not in New York, sir?
I don't know, man. I've been saying for 4 years, we're going to be here, we're going to be here, we're going to be here. We're going to be here soon. We're still working on it, you know. It's taken longer than I expected, but it eventually will happen.
Your definition of soon, sir, is what?
I don't know.
By 2027?
Hopefully.
Can you give a quick, for people that read my blog and are mostly boxing fans, they want to watch MMA, can you give them the quick lowdown on what's happened? Boxing sucks, I heard that from the sidelines. We'll get to that later, but why hasn't it happened? Where is it stuck, and who's to blame?
Well, about boxing fans becoming MMA fans?
About MMA not coming to New York. Who is to blame? How do we assess blame? Is it a political issue? What is the problem?
You're asking me about boxing there.
No, boxing fans who want to watch
UFC
in New York, and they haven't been able to. Why is it?
Well, you can watch it in New York just on television, and
right.
If you want to watch it in New York, you got to go over to New Jersey to see it live. But why hasn't it happened? You know, it's a lot of political crap. You know, the union out in Las Vegas is the reason that it hasn't happened. As funny as that sounds, it has nothing to do with MMA or the UFC. It has to do with the union. My partners, the Fertitta brothers, own the 4th largest gaming company in the country, and they're non-union. And the Las Vegas union has been, you know, doing some dirty stuff. They're dirty guys, gangsters.
Union people are?
The culinary union from Las Vegas.
And that's the main reason why I can't go to Madison Square Garden and watch the UFC.
Yeah, because of the Las Vegas Culinary Union. The guys who run the culinary union in Las Vegas are dirty, 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 dirty guys. Dirty.
All right, well, we can cross our fingers, us MMA fans, that it'll come in Madison Square Garden soon. May 5th is your card. It is UFC on Fox, and it'll be headlined by Nate Diaz, who is an interesting soul, against Jim Miller. Now, boxing fans can also, on that night, if they so choose, watch Floyd Mayweather fight. If I'm a fight fan of both, which should I tune into, or both?
If you're a fight fan, period, it's a great night of fights, because the way that this normally works is on Fox. You get to watch them for free, obviously, on Fox that night, watch the UFC card, and then you can jump over to pay-per-view and watch Mayweather fight right after the Fox card. So normally, when we land on the same night as boxing, we both do big numbers. We pull big numbers on free television, and they pull big pay-per-view numbers. I think that if you're a fight fan, you stay home and you say, it's a good night to stay home, I can watch both.
Okay. Now, some people may not know that you actually are a boxing fan. You often say that you don't like certain aspects of the sport, the way it's run, but the fight fans mostly want to see now, it seems like, is Floyd Mayweather fighting Manny Pacquiao. That hasn't come off. I feel like probably if both guys were in the UFC, it would come off. So what's the difference between the two sports, and why hasn't that fight, you being a boxing fan and you want it, how come that hasn't happened?
Yeah, I love boxing, and you know, it's a big misconception that I'm out bashing and trying to kill boxing. All I do is state the obvious and the truth about boxing, and why I think it is where it is, and isn't where it should be. And the reason that fight, first of all, Floyd wanted Pacquiao to go through Olympic-style drug testing. He doesn't decide what type of drug testing. The Athletic Commission does. Second of all, now Floyd is saying, you know, he wants a bigger split of the pay-per-view than Manny Pacquiao, which if there was ever a fight in the history of boxing, there should be a 50-50 split, not to mention the fact that both guys are probably going to make close to $100 million each. And it's the fight that fans actually want to see and are screaming to see. The fight should be made, but it's Floyd. You know, and I said this before, and I'll say it again. Floyd's lucky that he lives in a city that cares more about money than justice, or his ass would be in jail right now instead of getting ready for the Cotto fight. You know, they gave him leniency to train for this fight and do this fight, and he can do his jail time after. What people anywhere get that kind of leniency? That they would say, okay, you don't have to go to jail till you do this big thing because you bring a lot of money into this city. It's crazy.
So, no one knows but Floyd Mayweather. A lot of people, a lot of fans are saying Floyd doesn't want the fight for various reasons. You definitely know the psychology of a fighter. You've done this for a long time. If you could hazard a guess, why do you believe Floyd doesn't want to do it? If that is indeed the case.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I don't think that, do I think Floyd Mayweather is afraid of Manny Pacquiao? No, I don't think that. I don't think he is. I don't know if he's worried about his legacy or thinks he could lose. I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. The money's there. It's the fight that would definitely decide who not only the #1 fighter in the world is, but probably one of the best ever. The guy who wins that fight will probably go down as one of the best ever. I mean, all the incentives in the world are there for this fight to happen on both sides, and why it doesn't, it just makes absolutely no sense to me.
That's Dana White. He has a card in New Jersey on May 5th. We are at Radio City Music Hall. We'd like to be seeing you guys do your thing at Madison Square Garden. Us fight fans will continue to hope. Dana White, thanks for your time.
Thank you.